Welcome back to the D&D Talk Wrestling Podcast, episode 38.
And in this episode, we are going to go over our favorite and some of the best matches, which obviously is objective, but some of our favorite matches throughout the Halloween Havoc pay-per-views throughout the years. Since it is Spooky Month, and we're going to continue on with the same theme throughout the entire month, we figured what better way than to take one of the most synonymous Halloween slash wrestling combined and take the pay-per-view Halloween Havoc, and we'll just go through there. And I'll be honest, I knew about some of them, but there was some bangers in there that I really didn't even.
Because we're not only doing old school WCW, we're doing when NXT brought it. Well, when WWE NXT brought it back, and in I think 2020, maybe 2019.
Yeah. So Halloween Havoc is a pro wrestling event that was originally a pay-per-view for WCW from 1989 to the year 2000. After WWE's acquisition of WCW, it was revived in 2020 as a NXT PLE, Premium Live Event. So you have them from 89 to 2000, and then from 2020 on to, this year, but obviously we haven't had Halloween Havoc yet.
I believe it's in like next
25th.
week or 2 weeks, the 25th. It's a pay-per-view this year.
It's a PLE.
It's a PLE. Yeah, but sometimes it was just a Tuesday episode.
Uh-oh. In any event,
I did like how Shotzi used to host it because she was all about Halloween, and she would spin the wheel for all the matches and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not doing that anymore, but I always liked how she was like integrated into it that way.
So the first ever event was October 28th, 1989, and it was produced by WCW under the NWA banner, though. So a lot of the matches on that actual show was NWA wrestlers. So I have a couple written down here. The first was in 1989. The first ever was an NWA tag titles match. The Fabulous Freebirds defeated the Dynamic Dudes, which was Shane Douglas and Johnny Ace.
Ooh, the Dynamic Dudes, I like that.
Yeah.
Johnny Ace.
I
don't think I've ever seen any of his matches.
Another match was the NWA United States title. Lex Luger defeated Brian Pillman. Those are some names.
Lex Luger. I'm surprised.
This is gonna throw you back.
I'm surprised he doesn't have any lineage in wrestling. Like, I'm surprised. Does he? He has to have. I think he has kids. I'm surprised none of his kids are wrestling.
And then this match, you actually brought this up earlier when we were talking about it, the Thunderdome match. Ric Flair and Sting defeat Terry Funk and the Great Muta.
That's the match I have.
With Bruno Sammartino as the guest referee.
It was the Thunderdome match was a cage match, but I also believe I thought I had it here somewhere.
It was a Ric Flair on a pole match. No, it wasn't.
There was some. I swore the like cage had. Oh no! It just says a unique cage match that had a great mix of talent and chaos. I swore that the cage had weapons hanging from it when I first looked it up, but maybe not. I guess I was wrong. That's okay. We can be wrong. I do like how it was a Thunderdome match, though. Even though Thunderdome gives me PTSD from, like, COVID era.
It's kind of a cool name, though.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
I mean, isn't that what McAfee's recording place is called? Isn't it called the Thunderdome?
I do not know, actually.
I think he calls it the Thunderdome.
So the next event took place in 1990. It was some of the most notable matches on that card was a tag match for the NWA Tag Team titles. It was the Steiner Brothers defeating the Nasty Boys. Steiner Brothers were very prevalent at this particular time. You'll notice in a couple of the next ones.
I don't want to say the weird thing. The odd thing about that, and I didn't know this, but it could be an NWA thing. It was for the NWA United States Tag Team Championship.
Yeah.
But is there like an NWA like normal championship?
Yeah, there's a world championship too.
No. Is there a regular tag team championship and then a U.S. tag team championship?
Oh, I do not know that.
But yeah, no, the Steiners are in a lot of and even going forward, their lineage is kind of intertwined with Halloween Havoc. There's a lot of stuff that goes on with them, but this is like they say this is one of the best tag team matches from like around that time. I kind of want to go on and see clips of it.
And another one that really stuck out to me was the NWA World Title match: Sting defeating Sid Vicious. Obviously, in 1990, that was pre-Crow Sting. That was Surfer Sting.
It's so weird. Especially thinking Halloween Havoc, you think Crow Sting.
Yeah. And then Sid Vicious, obviously, he was always like, his character was just like that.
I think we talked about it.
Psycho, creepy guy.
When he came back from something, Sami Zayn was the first person he powerbombed. I think we talked about that on here before.
I think so.
That's really weird, too. Like, you don't think of Sid Vicious and Sami Zayn in the same ring.
Yeah, that is kind of a interesting marriage. That. So in 1991, that was the first Halloween Havoc to be a standalone with WCW after the split from NWA. So you are going to notice, though, that there is some NWA that does leak back into this, but it's not. It's actually a WCW show now. It's not an NWO show or NWA show. NWO comes later, actually. But in 1991, you have the Chamber of Horrors match. You had Sting, El Gigante, the Steiner brothers defeated Abdullah the Butcher, Diamond Stud, who is Scott Hall.
No.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. See, you're learning.
That's
this
awesome.
Episode. Cactus Jack and Big Van Vader.
Diamond Stud.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really do.
And then also from that same show was it 2 out of 3 falls for the WCW World Title. Lex Luger defeats Ron Simmons.
I always forget he was in WCW too.
What, Ron Simmons?
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
See, we're learning a lot today, folks. Strap in. It's going to be a good one.
Do you have another one from 91?
No.
I have Stunning Steve Austin versus Dustin Rhodes for the WCW World Television Championship.
I saw that too, but I realized I was putting way too many matches per year. But like, that's me. I don't follow rules.
Yeah, we don't follow rules. I also didn't know we were going by year, but we could figure that out when we get to it.
Listen, whenever you tell me to do something, I treat it as a no disqualification match, and I do whatever the hell I want.
I like the so it's a Bloodline Rules match.
No, it's a street fight. It's a Pennsylvania street fight.
It's all the same.
If they could throw names in front of them, the Australian street fight will.
I like how the significance for the Stunning Steve Austin versus Dustin Rhodes, an underrated gem showcasing the athletic technical skills of 2 young stars. It's just weird to hear young stars in Austin and Dustin. Like,
yeah, honestly. And a lot of people don't realize, we said this before, that like Stone Cold had a very like a decent career before going to WWE. Like it wasn't like.
I mean,
took a flyer in WCW for like a week, and then
him and Pillman were WWF. Right?
No, they were the Hollywood Blondes
in WCW.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that was W, but I mean, even his little stint in ECW with Heyman, like, I don't think if he would have did the ECW stuff, we wouldn't have got Stone Cold.
No, I agree. So moving on to 92, you had a match that the NWA and the WCW tag titles were on the line. Barry Windham and Dusty Rhodes versus Steve Austin and Steve Williams. That match ended in a 30-minute draw. That was back when matches actually had a draw if you didn't hit the aforementioned time limit. But the names,
it's not really a thing anymore.
Those guys, I mean, they had to just beat the crap out of each other for 30 minutes. Next, we have the NWA World Title match. Rick Rude defeated Masahiro Chono. Rick Rude, also known as the guy that this man literally forgets every time we talk about DX, that he was actually part of DX at one point. Another match from that event was the WCW World Title. Ron Simmons defeated the Barbarian. So look at that.
Was that his? Ron Simmons won the title?
Yeah.
Was that
I don't know if that was the first or not. I don't want to say.
I don't think so, but I'm not sure either. Was that 92? I don't have anything for 92. I didn't do every year. I don't have anything for 92. I'm not gonna lie.
Communication isn't necessarily I mean, if you watch the rewind, we are very good at communicating and helping out on the spot. But when there's long-term things, communication necessarily isn't the greatest asset of both of us. And don't even talk. When my hand goes up.
What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say?
When my hand goes up.
What am I gonna say?
Your mouth goes shut.
What am I gonna say?
Shut.
You don't even know what I'm going to say. What am I... This coming from the person that we've talked about this episode for 3 weeks now, and he asked me, what are we doing for this week's episode again? We've talked about this. He made up the idea for the next week's or the possible 2 weeks episode. He's going to ask me what it is again, because he's going to forget. He's not going to know. So yeah, we'll talk about communication. That's fine. Yeah, okay.
You already took your glasses off?
Yeah, I did. I'm like that guy. I'm not throwing them against the wall.
I'm going to throw them against the wall?
If I ever had a second pair, when I get a new pair, I'm going to do that. I'm going to throw them against the wall and put the new ones on.
Moving on to 1993. We have the WCW United States title match. Dustin Rhodes defeated Steve Austin. And then you have Texas Death Match where Vader defeated Cactus Jack.
That's the one I have, yeah.
I remember seeing this match, and they literally... I know I said about the other match, they beat the crap out of each other.
The shit out of each other.
Yeah. Like, it's Cactus Jack, first of all.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, if you're watching, you should know, but if you don't, Cactus Jack, Mankind, Dude Love, they're all Mick Foley. In case you didn't know, in case some people only think of Mick Foley as Mankind. A lot of people don't remember Dude Love. Like, a lot of people just totally forget Dude Love. Like, that's the third place.
I love his dance.
The knees.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is when all three of them were in the Royal Rumble.
That's awesome.
That was the best Rumble.
Maybe the best if they were all three were in the last
at
three.
the same. Oh, I was gonna say in the ring at the same time.
They have to eliminate themselves.
Like Drew Carey.
So moving on to 94, we have the steel cage match for the WCW World Title. Hulk Hogan defeated Ric Flair. So this is the time when Hulk Hogan defected from WWE or WWF at the time, came over to WCW. And this was Hulk Hogan. This was before the inception of...
because that was the following year, I think. This was before NWO.
Yeah, this was the following year. Sorry I had to get so close because my handwriting is that...
That also had Mr. T as the special referee.
Of a 2-year-old. What?
That cage match.
Did it really?
Did
I miss something?
So what I have is Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair steel cage retirement match for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship with Mr. T as special referee.
Well, Ric Flair retired more times than he won a world title.
He's retired 18 times. Every time he loses a title, he retires.
Actually, next year in 1995, one of the most standout matches of Halloween Havoc of that year was the Monster Truck Sumo match. Do you remember that?
No, what?
You don't remember when they were both in monster trucks and they were like having a sumo fight?
I think I do.
It was Hulk Hogan against the Giant, also known as Big Show. This was regular Hogan too, by the way.
I think I kind of I'm getting glimpses of it back, but I kind of want to pull that up.
Nostalgia, yeah.
Yeah.
So moving on to 1996. Now this...
The match I have for 95.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Just because it's... A lot of people make it notable for a turn. Sting and Flair versus Arn Anderson and Brian Pillman, and that's when Flair was one of his infamous heel turns and turned on Sting. It's just, I don't know why it's one that a lot of people talk about for one of his, because he turns as much as Big Show does, but it's a lot of that's one of the ones that I think that's one of the times when the Four Horsemen got back together because he turned on Sting to go back with Anderson and Pillman, and I think that's when Pillman was thought about being in the Four Horsemen.
No, that was a good one. I did not have that one down. So now we move on to 96. This is where we see the existence of the NWO.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I had it.
Yeah, why'd you give me a weird look like
because
that?
I was thinking, because I was thinking they started in 95, but it was...
Well, no, I meant the existence at this particular show of the NWO.
I got slightly confused.
So number one I have down is Dean Malenko defeated Rey Mysterio Jr. for the WCW Cruiserweight title.
Yeah, that's the one
that
I have.
Has nothing else to say about it except for they're both amazing wrestlers.
Dean Malenko was awesome in WCW.
Yeah. He really didn't have the mic skills that much, but he didn't need them.
But no, he didn't need them at all.
He was absolutely disgusting. Then we have the WCW World Tag Team title match. The Outsiders defeated Harlem Heat.
I'm trying to think what Booker said this week about Harlem Heat. I don't remember.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say something because you love the Outsiders.
I do, man. The Outsiders are
And then the last match I have written down for this is the WCW World Heavyweight Championship match. Hollywood Hogan defeated Macho Man Randy Savage.
So that was pre-NWO Macho Man.
Yes.
I like the NWO Macho Man. I don't know why. I liked when he had the bandana and the lines on the bandana blended in with the lines on the sunglasses.
That was kind of
That was like he like had them both on and then we painted them all.
So moving on to 1997.
Hopefully you only have one match for this one because there's only one match, and I think this match personifies Halloween Havoc.
I have two.
Okay.
So I'll start with the first one.
Okay.
Roddy Piper defeated Hollywood Hogan in a steel cage match. That's, I mean, just for the
history of those two.
The history, the magnitude of those two characters. This event, however, did hold one of arguably the best matches of all time.
I think when you ask someone how about Halloween Havoc, this is the match they bring up because this is the first match I thought of.
If you want to get anybody to watch wrestling, this is the first match you show them.
No, 100%.
Whew. So Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio Jr. mask versus title, with Rey defeating Eddie to win the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Like I said, I can't even say much that's actually going to do it justice. Literally, probably if I really had to sit down and make a list of top 10 favorite matches of all time,
this would be on.
This is on there. Yeah. I don't know where. I'm not sure where it would rank, but it's in the top 10.
No, this is 100% on there. This is
anybody watching this that doesn't even watch wrestling that much, or doesn't know much about WCW. Watch that. Easy.
This when I thought of doing like favorite or best of Halloween Havoc matches, this is the first one that came into my head because this is the Rey purple suit. Eddie trying to rip the mask off of him.
Well, if you think these matches are insane, wait till you see the next podcast. They're going to be downright scary.
That's if next week's is what it's going to be, but somebody might forget by then.
Oh my God, someone might be having a black eye.
By
next week.
When did Dom wear his stuff to was that at the AAA event? Because Dom just wore stuff to remember this match.
Yeah, AAA.
It was AAA?
I think so.
I think so. I can't remember, but it was somewhere.
All right, so jumping a year ahead to 1998, I have 3 written down. I have Jericho beats Raven for the WCW television title. I used to love the television title because it was always defended on television.
Yeah, and it was like weekly.
The WCW United States title match saw Bret Hart defeat Sting. Just once again, it's another match with just the magnitude of the two people involved into it, Bret Hart and Sting. And then you had the WCW World Title match. Goldberg defeated DDP.
I used to love DDP.
You're a huge Goldberg fan.
That's the match I have though, the Goldberg DDP match, just because one, it's for the world, it was for the title, but yeah, Goldberg. But I love DDP.
Moving on to 99, and I'll be honest, this is kind of where they started to go downhill because it was kind of the end of WCW.
Yeah,
but
you can tell.
You have, and I'm going to say this because this match is a caveat with it. Sting defeated Hogan for the WCW World Title. The why I put this on this here was not because it was a good match, because it was a controversial match. Hogan basically came to the ring in street clothes and just laid down for a 3 count. So literally, when you look up this match, it says it was 3 seconds long.
Yeah. And that's not the first time that's happened in a WCW match.
No, but this is, where you can, I would say, from some articles that I read that said that might have been the worst. 99 was probably the worst Halloween Havoc of all of them.
It was probably the worst year for WCW.
Then we're going on to 2000, the last WCW Halloween Havoc event. This one was actually a lot better than the one year prior. Because they were kind of like, hey, this is like our last hurrah, so we might as well
go all out.
So we have, there was a 3-way match for the WCW tag titles. You had the Natural Born Thrillers, Jindrak and O'Hare, defeated the Filthy Animals, Kidman and Ray, and the Boogie Knights, Disco Inferno and Alex Wright.
I don't know why I remember Alex Wright. He always...
the Boogie Knights? That's a sick name.
So hearing the Boogie Knights reminded me, I think it was on Collision. There was, I don't remember who the actual tag team was, but the Jobbers. It was Cha-Cha Charlie and Disco Dave. And I was like, oh, Cha-Cha Charlie. Okay, that's kind of cool.
You need to change your name to Charlie.
Why don't you change your name to Charlie?
Because I called it first. I got dibs.
Disco Dave,
Those game.
Dancing Derek. Trying to think.
Delusional Dave.
Yeah, I know.
Never mind.
That's Leo, first of all.
Yeah, we can't talk like that.
No.
This is kids could kind of watch this. And then also in the year 2000, we had the WCW World Title match. Booker T defeats Scott Steiner.
Big Papa Pump.
That had to add to 5-time.
Wasn't he actually like 7?
He won more titles, I think, in WWE.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it went up to 7, but no, the 5 was always the best.
Yeah, because he always did that thing with his head and all that
And then
stuff.
Spinaroonie.
So after that, WCW ended up being bought out by WWE, and there was not another Halloween Havoc event for another 10 years? 20 years. Wow.
It ended in 2000. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Delusional. Yeah.
Math. Not necessarily my strong point. So NXT ended up taking over the moniker of Halloween Havoc for some of their special events that happened. So we're going to go a little bit back in time, but a lot more recent for people who maybe don't watch a lot of historical wrestling, but started watching it recently.
Some of them were. I think in the beginning they were just regular Tuesday episodes, and then they went into pay-per-views. Because like NXT in the beginning used Halloween Havoc as a regular Tuesday. Great American. They used a lot of WCW pay-per-views as just special titles for Tuesdays.
A way to bring cool stuff back.
Because that's how they brought the Great American Bash back.
Yeah, because in the beginning all the NXT pay-per-views were just TakeOver.
Yeah.
TakeOver Vegas, TakeOver New York. So this is going to kind of be a little nostalgic too. Not for the fact that like they're old wrestlers, but like, oh man, I forgot about them being in there. So we're going to start off with the Devil's Playground match. Johnny Gargano defeats Damian Priest for the NXT North American title.
Was it just a hardcore match? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think so.
I did like the names they would have, because they would have like I said before. Why can't I think of her name? Shotzi would always like host it, and she would have it on the wheel, and she would spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel, make a deal.
Yeah.
Next, I have a Haunted House of Terror match with Dexter Lumis defeating Cameron Grimes.
I remember that.
Yeah,
that was pre Wyatt 6.
That was serial killer stalker Dexter Lumis. And then you have the women's NXT title match, Table Ladder and Scares. Io Shirai, which is now known as Io Sky, defeats Candice LeRae.
That's when I think a lot of people forget Candice LeRae can actually go, because like she actually had matches.
Insane,
in NXT.
She's so good.
Yeah, she's not utilized as much now on the main. I mean, neither really is DIY, but she's not utilized on the main roster like she should be.
Heading on to 2001, we have the NXT 2021. Wow. Heading on to reality, where I can't read and or do math. That's the next episode. Yeah. How I made it to
D&D Talk Wrestling do math.
That's the scariest thing. How I made it to my actual age now without actually doing math.
D&D Talk Wrestling presents Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
No,
not at
all. Especially that new math that they teach them.
I don't
Anyways,
want to hear about that new math.
So we're going to 2021 here. NXT Women's Tag Title. Stairway to Hell match. Scareway to Hell. I can't write either. Wow,
It's a Scareway to Hell ladder match.
Okay, you have it too?
Toxic Attraction versus Io Shirai, who yes is now Io Sky, and Zoe Starks, which I don't remember those two being a tag team at all, and they were the champs at the time, which I don't remember at all. Versus Indy Hartwell and Persia Parada, who is now, oh man, I can't think of her name. That she's in TNA.
Unemployed. No, I'm kidding.
No, she's in TNA.
I know.
I can't think of her name, and it's really going to bother me. I don't have the winner of the match though. Shockingly, I didn't write the winner down. That's why we're good.
Toxic
for each
Attraction. Defeat it.
So it had to be JC and... Oh my god, I can't think of the star Toxic Attraction.
Gigi Dolan?
Yeah, Gigi Dolan. Because it was never... Mandy was never the tag champ.
No. Another match I had from that show was the NXT tag title match. Imperium defeated MSK in a Lumberjack O-Lantern match. I like that one.
A Lumberjack
O-Lantern.
I wonder if they were all wearing Jack-O-Lantern.
Imperium was It was their former names before they switched
Oh.
it, but it was
Giovanni.
Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser.
But it was almost something like Ludwig Kaiser, wasn't it?
It was Marcel Berthel.
Yeah, Marcel Bartel, and oh man, I'm gonna spell Imperium wrong.
What was the other one's name?
No, hold on. Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner. Fabian.
Ochner. It was pronounced
Ochner.
Yeah.
And Gunther, who was Walter.
See, they have a personality
And
disorder.
I mean Alexander Wolf, but I don't think
this was
pre him. I believe.
Maybe, I don't know. And last but not least on that show, we have Tommaso Ciampa defeating Braun Breaker for the NXT title.
There's the Steiner name coming back already.
Yes, aren't you?
Because that would be Rick's son, Scott's nephew. I'm gonna say cousin.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, that's the match. Well, those are the two matches. I have the ladder match and then the Ciampa Breaker match. Who I'm pretty sure Breaker was in every Halloween Havoc that NXT had prior to last year. Maybe?
I think so. Well, in 2022, was he? Yeah,
he was there because I have him in a match.
So first we have a ladder match for the vacant North American title. Wes Lee defeated Carmelo Hayes, Oro Mensah, Von Wagner, and Nathan Frazier.
Hearing some of those names is crazy.
This one blew me away when I read it. Apollo Crews defeated Grayson Waller in a casket match.
What?
Who has the casket matches that aren't Undertaker, Kane,
Darby Allin,
or Darby Allin, which he still makes sense.
Right.
Anyways, we have an ambulance match that was Julius Creed defeating Damon Kemp, and then Braun Breaker defeated Ilya Dragunov and JD McDonough for the NXT title. So
I forgot that JD was in the title picture.
Oh yeah.
In NXT.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of his UK name.
Jordan
Devlin?
Yeah, Jordan Devlin. Yeah.
Pre-big head. Well, I mean, he always had a big head, but pre-Judgment
There's nothing wrong with a big head.
Wow. I'm just realizing JD McDonough, Judgment Day, JD. I'm just putting that together. Holy shit.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, breaking news. I'm not the only one who's an idiot. Apparently my co-host.
Welcome to the Idiot Podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the two dumbasses. Moving on to 2023. A match I have down. Chase U defeated the Family for the NXT tag titles.
I miss the Family.
And here's one of the biggest matches that happened on Halloween Havoc was the NXT women's title match. Lyra Valkyria defeated Becky Lynch. That was like kind of the start of her like skyrocket push.
Somebody was up in that little fairway thing that I can't think what they call it. I remember somebody being up there watching that match too.
The rafters?
Yeah, it wasn't a rafter though.
Was it Sting?
Because there was more. There's like a stage up there.
Did he have a baseball bat?
No,
it wasn't Sting.
It wasn't Sting. I have for that year Ilya Dragunov defeating Carmelo Hayes for the NXT Championship, and that was the first 2-night Halloween Havoc because it was on the Tuesday, so they did like the one Tuesday and then the following Tuesday. And then I think after that is when it started going to an actual PLE pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, which would only be last year because this year's hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, last year's. The two matches that I have written down for that was one, the Devil's Playground match. Trick Williams defeats Ethan Page.
Oh, I remember that match.
And then this one,
wow, Ethan Page has already been there a year.
Table, Ladders, and Scares match. Tony D defeats Oba Femi.
Wait. Oh, for the North American title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why'd you look confused?
Because I was like, who beats Oba Femi besides Ricky Sainz?
And Tony D, apparently.
For the North American title. That's right. That's when he started.
That's when like Oba was just beating his ass all the time, and it's like, yo, you can't do it anymore. And
you can't. Yeah, and you can't do it on your own or something because he wanted to do it without the family.
Yeah, he was like a mafia Rocky.
He was like a mafia Rocky.
Yeah, just getting his ass kicked.
Getting his ass handed to him.
And for 2025, TBD. We have no idea who's going to be in it.
I don't even think there's matches announced yet even this year. But it'll be our predictions episode.
100%.
100%.
So that was kind of fun going back through time. And
What's your favorite Halloween Havoc match? Ray and Eddie? I like how the glasses are through the mouth. I'm just noticing that now.
Yeah.
Did he have the shirt on all week?
yeah, he did. Why should I change him?
I don't know. I mean, Ray and... Did you do that?
Well,
You gave him a little surgery there?
no, that's how it came.
Oh, really? With like the screws right there like that?
Yeah, well, how do you think the skeleton's going to stay together? There's no ligaments.
I mean, I wouldn't think screws out in the open like that, but okay.
Where are you going to put them? Under the skin?
No, in the back.
Oh my god. You know anything about anatomy?
Yeah. You can put them in the back. That's where they're not noticeable.
I'm not asking if you can traverse a ball sack. I'm asking if you understand the layout of bones.
Yes, I understand the layout of bones.
Lord. Well, I guess that's it for
I
this
really
week.
want to just throw my glasses on and pick another pair.
That's fine.
That guy's awesome.
He really is.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for this week's episode of the podcast. Thank you for tuning in. What's your favorite Halloween Havoc match besides Eddie and Ray? Because that should be everyone's favorite Halloween Havoc match, honestly.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you tune in next week for our spooky theme episode.
See you guys later.
See you.